So I just realized that I don't have woolly buggers on my channel. I thought that was very bizarre. So I thought I'd do one real quick. And then if anybody wants to do a woolly bugger, they can do one as well. Obviously there's tons of instructional videos online, but I thought I'd do my take on the classic fly. Whoop whoop. Okay, seriously though. I don't use lead. You can use lead if you want to. It is what it is. I use copper wire because I don't want to use lead. There's many options. This is the option that I have right now. So let's wrap some copper wire around our hook. Our hook today is a size 8 streamer hook. Let's do it. Bang! Alright, so basically I don't understand why this happened, but it happened. I've been fly fishing for a while now, and I definitely find that the more that I fly fish, the longer that I do it, the lazier I get, and the worse I get at being a fly fisherman. It is pretty sad. So basically, I was thinking about today when I started fly fishing. I was really big on the basics, and I think that this fly is a perfect example of something that is extremely basic, should be in pretty much every single fly box that there is, but for some reason for years I didn't really have one, and for years I haven't tied one, and now I'm tying them like crazy because I'm like, yo, marabou feather. I have some real terrible marabou. I'm going to show you this because it's like, so this is nice marabou. Like, look at that. What? Are you kidding me, right? And then you look at this one. Is that like they sew these together or whatever? But like, look at this trash. Like, be selective with your stuff. Like, you can make flies out of it, but look at the difference from this to this. This is what you want. Crazy. Anyway. So, I kind of just got away from the basics, and it's made me worse as a fisherman. That's just the way it is. And I started to notice that. I think like this year was the big divide. I was like, yeah, man, I suck at this. I gotta get back to basics. So I gotta start putting some things into my box that are the classics. All right, I'm gonna put this on here. So one thing that I've been doing, I'll show you when we kind of get a little bit further into this here. Oh, by the way, so I'm gonna stop and say that I'm tying these for carp. So I'm not going to get super deluxe on it. I'm not going to put like any flash on it or anything. It's going to be super simple. Just so you know what I'm doing. I'm actually going to bulk up this. This would be fine, but I'm going to put a little bit more on there. Yeah, so if you want to put flash and stuff, that's next level. And also I have videos on my channel that you can take a peek at that can definitely show you kind of an alternative to this. So this is like more of a classic woolly bugger. I have other ties on my channel that would be a little bit different, but if you don't have a lot of material, I would definitely sway you into those videos because you might be able to just kind of like I have one that you just use marabou for. So might be something you're interested in. Whatever you want. So yeah, getting back to basics for sure this year because yeah, just when I started fishing, I was catching fish right away and I was using these classic patterns. Like these patterns work, and then I derailed into this weird madness that I got myself into. And don't do that. Don't waste your time. You don't need to get all fancy like. But since I'm completely obsessed with carp now, I'm tying kind of according to my love for carp. And then these are versatile flies, so I can use it for all kinds of different things. It doesn't have to be just carp. So if you watch my videos before, you know I don't go like super hyper into details about what I'm doing, because you can see what I'm doing, man. You know what's going on. Right now it is March, so we are slowly creeping into the fishing season. I'm moving back to BC, so my fishing season will be starting in May, and I won't be stopping until the ice comes on. I'm not much of a winter fisherman, so just don't really do that. Excited to go back to BC and fish. When I was living in BC before, there was tons of carp. I just wasn't interested in them. And now I pretty much only want to catch them. I'm trying to, like, I want to diversify, because I do put my fishing on this channel, and I don't want it to just be the carp channel. But definitely love the fight of a carp. Did you know that carp have a brain the size of a walnut? That's pretty fascinating. You know what else has a brain the size of a walnut? Is a dolphin. Like, what? Are you kidding me? I never fact checked that. That could be completely fake news. I have no idea. All right, we're almost done. Just like that. Super easy tie. I'm going to show you some things after I just get this done, and then you can see it, and then we'll be done for today. Hopefully you learned some cool tricks, or at least how I do it. There's a million videos of this particular fly online, so if you don't like this one, there's lots of options for you, for sure. Yeah, I go like way too heavy with my thread, but I just really like to make sure that these are gonna last as long as possible. Oh, that was terrible. Okay, let's do it again. That's better. All right, so that is it. That is all. I'm not in love with this one. It's definitely passable. It's definitely going to catch fish. Not super in love with it. Now, just want to show you one thing before we're all done here. This tail, I would say, is actually like a touch too long. It should be about the same length, so it's close. Now let me show you. So this fly, I wet down so I could see it. Again, a little bit too long. It should stop probably about there. Goes a little bit further. Is it a deal breaker? No. You'll still catch fish. I think this one is a little bit more appropriately sized. And I think you can kind of tell it just looks a little bit better, aesthetically better than the other ones. But that's a preference thing too. You might not think so. Tail's a little bit longer on this one. See, I should stop it about there. I think that would be like the appropriate length to stop. It goes just a little bit past that. Yeah. Perfect. That's it, man. That is it. Show you this one. So this one has eyes on it. You have lots of options for this type of fly. I think that's a decent sized tail. That's it, guys.